Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I am here with a memory plan with me for the week of the 30th of January. It's the first plan with me I'm doing in my new memory planner. I say that like it's much different from my old one. So we have the leftovers of this kit. I've already used this 3 times. Once already in a memory planner, once in a pre-planner, and yeah. So this is everything we have. I still have a full boxes page. I don't know how that's happened. So yeah, lots to still work with. I don't know how I have so many glitter headers still either. I didn't pull out the washi there either. So yeah, there's still lots because this was like a full kit, a mini kit, and some extra bits and pieces. I'm pairing it with this icy blue foil from my shop. Probably won't be using those as I have so many glitter headers. We have these pages of overlays and things. I think I'm going to go with the washi rather than that. Got some foiled functionals and stuff. I'm just pulling out what I'm actually going to use. I think so. I'm using this Colourful & Co washi with it, and then I have my stickers pulled out in my Plannerface reusable sticker album. Whew. Right. Without any further ado, this is the week in the spread. It's so weird, my planner being bulky the other way. I'm not used to it. Without any further ado, I'm going to get the base of the spread down. Okay, so whilst I pop the base down of the spread, I'm going to talk about something called Othering of Many Sexual Identities. And this is a post from Team Tarini, I think. That's Taarini on Instagram. So it reads, Othering of Many Sexual Identities. By using straight and normal for one's sexual identity, we define default club various sexual identities into one other single category, others. Right to identify of choice is a fundamental part of a person's being. Allowing people to identify as other is harmful and is a violation of their basic human rights. Using normal implies that heterosexuality is the standard to measure other sexualities by. It implies that all other sexual identities are abnormal, which is obviously derogatory. Using straight implies that if something isn't straight, it must be crooked or not straight, both of which are inappropriate words to describe sexuality, and also harmful and wrong. So what terms should we use? There are many sexual identities and many labels. It can be confusing and overwhelming. A good rule is to use the term that is accepted by the community or person you're referring to. You can learn this by observing and or politely asking without forcing, if one is willing to share. We do not recommend replacing normal straight with heterosexual. We do recommend replacing straight normal with heterosexual. And this is just pointing out that like people regularly prefer to heterosexuality as being straight. You're not straight, you're heterosexual, and we need to stop heteronormativity in society. We need to allow that to not be classed as the norm, because it isn't the norm. And even if it is the norm, we shouldn't be assuming everybody is straight. It's damaging and it's wrong. Okay, so that's the base of the spread down. I'm loving how the blue foil looks. So let's get a zoom in and start planning the first half of the week. Okay, so those of you who are new to my spreads, I do like to try and pop down the boxes in first. And that is just so I can make sure things fit. This is something I actually started when I moved to my own planner and stopped regularly putting in like journaling, because I found it much harder to suddenly identify where boxes should sit. And I think the boxes I've pulled out for this are too big. They definitely are, because I've still got 3 things left to mark. So what I'm going to do, pop down the bottom too, and I'll probably change that 3rd box to something a bit smaller, because there are 8 things to mark on this Monday, so it is quite a lot. Actually I probably will keep the 3rd box, but I'll change up the square box, which is a bit sad because I freaking love square boxes and I've got loads of them. Do I change? Maybe change the 3rd box. I haven't quite decided yet. We'll see if a quarter box will fit in the space. If a quarter box will fit there, I'll do that. If not, I will have to change up the squared off box, but a quarter box will fit, so it's fine. And we can just move this up a tiny bit and I think it'll look a bit better. Right, okay. So that is all of the boxes down, even if I'm not happy with the placement of this one. There we go. So what are we actually marking in? So I was on nights at work, so I was sleeping in, so I slept in, It's ironic because I'm preparing for nights now as well. Then I did my morning routine for the only day this week, which was not great. Then I did a load of filming. So actually this Monday is a lot like today. Then I was really struggling. I was in my head quite a lot. So I went for a lie down. It was then time for my night shift at work. I haven't quite worked out how I'm going to mark this actually. I actually think I might want this hexagon at the other side. So what I quite want to do is pop the night shift along there and then just overlay the little stethoscope there. Yeah, I think that works better. Then we had a not very well 21-year-old with presumed COVID. She was testing negative, but her test results all looked like COVID. And then I was listening to my audiobook a lot on the night shift, so I'm marking that in as well. And that's Monday. Okay, on to Tuesday. And again, I am just going to try and pop, like, I don't know why I find it so much easier to work out the spacing if I put the boxes down first. I might actually do, because I'm like in the Z zone. That's the same colour as the sticker above, and I don't love that. Just check that's not, it is. Why am I like this? This one will be better, I think. Put there. And I think I probably have a bit too much space on this day, which ain't ideal, really. We'll just spread things out a bit more and hopefully it'll be alright. I think if we just like leave a slightly bigger gap between everything, it'll look okay. I think Wednesday's even worse because there are only like 5 things to mark, but oh well, we'll just have nice gaps. It's fine. In fact, while I'm thinking about the fact Wednesday's going to be rubbish for spacing, let's get the boxes down for it anyway. Like I've used much bigger boxes for certain things than I normally would, just to try and spread things out and make them fit a bit better. But I mean, it's still not great. That third box is the same colour as the one right next to it, which I don't love. Yeah, I mean, that ain't ideal. Everything is way bigger than it needs to be, but we'll make it work. It'll be fine. So I've got all of the boxes for Tuesday and Wednesday down, even though I'm not in love with it. It's fine. I just don't have very much to mark this week because mostly I was working nights and not doing much else. So it kind of just is what it is. So yeah. Right, so as usual, was sleeping because of my night shift. Then I was really in my head and struggling, but I did manage to do my VA prep. So I just have this little laptop icon and a take photo script. Then we watched some House and ate dinner. I then had my night shift. So again, I'm going to do something similar with the stethoscope just layered over at this side, and then again listening to my audiobook. Wednesday we have pretty similar day, to be honest. Sleeping, and I slept literally all day. Oops. So then I'm marking in eating my dinner and watching TV. Then we have the night shift to mark in, and as I said, same way, just going to layer things together. Then we had I believe this is to mark that I was feeling absolutely exhausted, but I couldn't get to sleep. And every time I managed to get to sleep, I'd get a bleep. So I just got that to mark that in as well. And that is Tuesday and Wednesday and the first half of the week all done. Look how crowded Monday looks in comparison to the rest of the week. Oh man. It'll get better though, because the rest of the week won't be quite as spread out, I don't think. Okay, I think I've probably gone the other way with Thursday and made everything a bit big, and in fact I'm not going to use the first sticker I pulled out to mark the first thing I'm going to mark, because I think it's just excessive sized box. So, oops, I knocked everything. Right, so instead we're going to use this appointment label. Hopefully that will help things fit a bit better. And we've got a flag, some quarter boxes we're pulling in, and then we'll just see how the last 3 things fit, and I think it will be okay, but I'm not 100% sure. 1, 2, 3. Probably not actually. Let's switch that out for an appointment label. Maybe switch that out for a quarter box. And that will be better. This hexagon is still a bit big for that space. I really want to use this squared off box though. I might just make it work. It'll be fine. It's fine. We'll put this on top of the hexagon and it'll be fine. Right, so first things first, we're marking in sleeping in. And again, I was not feeling great. I was in my head, which got this handle with care. Then marking in eating dinner, watching Suits, my night shift. And then it was a really rough night. The consultant was in till 3 AM and that was somebody that was really poorly. I don't want to go into it, but yeah. And then I had to tell his family first thing in the morning that he probably wasn't going to do very well. We'd been trying to get in contact with the family overnight, and then they rang just before handover, so I gave them that news, which wasn't great. It wasn't the best shift, to be honest, and I really hope I don't have a repeat on the set of nights I'm about to start. Okay, so Friday we are on 3 boxes, and I don't really know how it's going to go, so we'll pop the boxes down and see what we think. So how is everyone doing? I feel like I've been talking a lot about putting boxes down, and that's an incredibly boring about me. It's not what I tend to try and talk about. I tend to try and blabber about something, but I'm really struggling at the moment. I'm struggling to motivate myself. I don't really feel like doing the things I normally enjoy. I just feel like doing other stuff all the time. Mostly lying on the sofa and playing video games is what I actually feel like doing. So that's the situation at the moment. Which ain't the best really, but it is what it is, and hopefully it won't last forever, and soon I'll be feeling a bit better, feeling a bit more like myself, but I don't know when that will be, so I'm just trying to keep going in the meantime, and not be too like meh. So what am I marking in here? I hope I put these boxes the right way around. I had lots of triggers on that morning for some horrible stuff that happened to me a long time ago, and it was finding it really triggering. So I tried to have a nap, but I kept having flashbacks, which is what that's marking in. Sorry about that. Then today was a bit of a lazy day, me time kind of day. So I've got a lazy day me time type script in. Then I played Sims. I was working on building my I started building my new 100 baby challenge house there. Then we took the guides ice skating. I went out for dinner with Mum first actually, I don't know why I haven't marked that in. And then one of the girls fell and hurt her wrist, so that's to mark that in. And then we had a game night with some of the Discord people there. And that's Friday. Okay, so on to Saturday. I was going to say Friday then. That's 2 quarter boxes of the same colour next to each other. I don't want that. This isn't the same colour as what's next, so that's fine. Right, where are we at? I've basically left a space at the bottom of this day, and I'm going to put in whatever size box will fit once I've got the other stuff in, is my plan. Which I think is a 3rd box. That looks pretty 3rd box size to me. Probably not a decorative 3rd box because they're a bit chunkier. But the other 3rd boxes, these 3rd boxes are a little bit thinner. There we go. Perfect fit. There's a lot of the green on that day, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So, marking in first up, sleeping in. And then having a bit of a procrastination day. So I've got a note and a self-care script. And I'll write in procrastinate or something. Then playing CS:GO. Started a big tidy of the house, put away all our Christmas presents and stuff. Was building my sim house, and then playing more video games with Soch. So lots of different video games that day. Okay, so last but not least on to Sunday, and actually I'm loving how this spread is coming together. Like it, I might have found it a bit tricky, and I don't know why. I think that's probably just the funk I'm in at the moment. But actually, I really like how it's going together, and I think it's going to look really cute when I open her up and have a look at the full spread. But we'll see when I actually open it up. I love like the little bits of pink scattered throughout, like the blues and greens, quite muted blues and greens, and the quite like bright pink coming in. I don't know whether it just looks so bright because of the other colours are quite muted, but I really like it. Like, I really like it. So again, I just left a gap at the bottom to see what size box would fit in, and I think that looks appointment label sized. Do I have a pink appointment label? No, sadly not. I kind of want something pink in the gap, but I think the only pink thing I have are little things. Or our appointment label's a little bit chunkier. I think a little thing will just have to work. Yeah, why not? But actually I am going to put it in that way around, even though the icon is going to be on this side. But I just think that will work better with the icon I have. Anyhow, marking sleeping in first, obviously. Then I did a deep tidy of my office. Then I went around to my parents' house and we had dinner with my grandparents and loads of my family. So my brother and my family and stuff. Then my brother was winding me up quite a lot, so I'm just marking that in. Then I did some guide planning with my mum. Then I'm layering a heart on a heart, and I don't really know why. Oh, that I was just feeling in my head and wanted to give everything up. Took our Christmas tree down. We started on the deep tidy of our living room, which is now finished. And then we watched some TV at the bottom, which is why I put that the wrong way around so that the script would cover it up. And that is the second half of the week, so let's open up and see what we're looking like. Okay, so that is the finished spread before the pen. I'm loving how much blue foil there is. I don't think I'm going to add the tiny hearts in. Here's what's left in the kit after 4 uses, believe it or not. There was somebody looking for leftovers of this kit, I think, so I'm going to message her. I think she watches my channel, so if you're seeing this, I think you probably know who you are. You wanted this kit after my spread. If you want these leftovers, let me know, because I don't have any full boxes left, so I don't know whether you will. But anyway, so that's the spread before the pen. Let me speed up and quickly write everything in. Okay, so whilst I'm writing everything in, it's time for our little weekly check-in. Honestly, as I've said a couple of times in this video, I'm struggling a little bit this week. And by a little bit, I mean quite a lot. I don't know, I'm in a funk and I can't pull myself out of it, and it's really quite upsetting me at the moment. I'm quite fed up and I'm quite down, so that kind of just is what it is, and I really want to get out of it, but I don't know when I am or if I can. I hope you guys are doing better, and I hope your new year is going better than mine is. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. You know I love to chat about how you're doing and support you guys as well. My DMs are always open to chat with people. So yeah, that is everything for this spread. I'm loving this foil colour. It's like, it wasn't a very nice week, but it looks beautiful at my planner, and I'll take it, and I listened to lots of audiobooks. So there's that. So absolutely beautiful spread. I quite like it. Even though it's in removable matte, I think it still looks stunning. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!